With the first Descendant being out for more than a week, I think it'd be a good time to review it. In this video, I'm going to be going over the good, the bad, and my personal gripes I have with the game. Also, if you want to support me and the channel, as well as the content, use my Nexon creator code whenever we actually get to figure out how and where to use that. The gameplay of the first Descendant is really smooth, in my opinion anyway. Sure, it feels a bit slow when you're trying to turn around on a controller, but you can just adjust the sensitivity. Although it'd be high, but it will still be fast to your preference. Grappling is fun. It also has different modules to increase the range and give you an additional grapple charge. Although the difficulty at the very beginning of the game is very easy. My friend and I were pretty grateful that it got more and more difficult as we got to higher regions in the game. I almost fell asleep in the first couple of areas, I won't lie. Gonna go a bit off topic with this one, but if you're on controller and using an Xbox controller, hold LB first, then tap RB to melee. I always kept trying to tap them both at the same time and it was just not working that way. Same with the other 4 abilities that every Descendant has. Hold LB, then press all the other buttons. The same goes for PlayStation controllers. Hold L1, then tap R2. Hold L1, and tap all the other buttons for your other abilities. Creator codes are probably the best things that publishers could do in their game. They're literally giving creators, small and big creators, money from their supporters. Granted, it's not a lot, but it's still something. Which also makes me wonder why Bungie haven't started doing this yet. I mean, I know, I just don't want to say it out loud. Anyway, there's not much left to say about creator codes, but thank you, Nexon, for giving us creators a chance at making money from your game. If you do want to use my code to support me, however, it's on screen right now. The build crafting potential in this game is insane. It's similar to Warframe, but more free than Destiny. Sorry, the brain rot is kicking in again. I'm currently using Sharon and I don't have 80 module capacity yet. Holy shit. Alright, so it's been a few days since I actually recorded that. I feel a bit more refreshing. I've got my sleep, so now I can continue this. And after a few days of not recording, my Sharon is still at 80 module capacity. What you are seeing on the screen right now are the modules I currently have equipped. Fully upgraded HP and shield, with a few resistance modules as well. This is currently my starter build for Sharon until I get better stuff equipped. But yeah, the build crafting potential is as high as it is in Warframe, and it makes Destiny 2's build crafting look like a fucking joke. Alright, so I didn't really want to talk about the bad stuff about the game because I just want it to be the best it can be, but at the same time, you need to talk about the bad. If you only talk about the good stuff in the game, the bad stuff will never ever get resolved. If there are any developers from Nexon watching this video, please do not take this as an attack. This is nowhere near that. I just want to see the game get better from here. So starting off with the bad, we have the game stability. Obviously, it's going to get better over time. I'm not going to spend that much time talking about this. Within the first week, there were a little bit of crashing. My friend and I were experiencing it. Other friends from a Discord server that I'm in, which happens to be a Destiny 2 server, a lot of people were experiencing it. But they have addressed it. For PC specifically, I'm on Xbox Series S. And hopefully they do continue to address it. But the game stability is going to get better from here. This one is going to be a bit of a touchy subject. Controller aim assist is really, really strong. It's stronger than Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone 1. It is that strong. It makes Deadshot Daiquiri look like a fucking joke. If you are a controller player, I would recommend that you turn aim assist off. Because at half, it was extremely strong. Granted, some bosses like Hanged Man need it. That motherfucker flies. Not really, but if you fought him at least one time, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, controller aim assist is stupid strong. It sticks onto bosses' weak points. Yeah, that may sound like a good thing, but trust me, it ain't. Whenever I tried to move my right thumbstick, it just stuck to the enemy's weak point. And that was so fucking annoying. So my friend and I just literally turned aim assist off. and it feels so much better. But yeah, you got the gist of it. Aim assist OP. The story of the first Descendant is probably one of the weakest stories I've ever experienced so far. I hope in future seasons it gets way better, but the story of it is just, it's pretty forgettable, I'll just say that. Granted, that's coming from someone who doesn't want to pay attention to any more stories. The last two stories I cared about ended, one being better than the other, that's for damn sure. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I never really did listen much to anything going on except for the lines I heard while like farming missions and playing missions for the first time. So I really can't say much, but everything that I did hear, I just completely forgot about. Like after all the gameplay that you're watching right now, I've skipped every cutscene. I don't really have much left to talk about with the story, so let's just move on to my personal gripes with the game. Again, these are my personal gripes. They're not bad for the overall game to other people, but can be pretty bad to me. The prices of caliber here in Canada are fucking absurd for what we get back in return. What you're seeing here are the prices of it without tax, and these are the prices with tax. Like, I get that Nexon have to make their money somehow, but with what we get in return for how much they cost, it's just not worth it. But I do have a solution for this. Hear me out. How about just offer up more caliber in the packs? Simple as that. Gotta make it worth it somehow. I'm sorry, that probably sounded a bit rude. I'm not trying to sound rude or anything. I'm just really annoyed. Even if you increase the caliber up from like 250 to 600 and keep scaling it with every pack. If you don't want to lower the prices, at least increase the amount of caliber we get in each pack. I like how rare things are to get, but with some of the amorphous patterns, it is insanely difficult to get one thing that you really want. Like, yeah, there are the form stabilizers, but those are even rarer than the amorphous patterns. But funny enough, that takes me into my next point. Item drop rates. Like I said before, there are stabilizer forms that help with other items dropping and give a higher chance. But as I also said, those are even rare to drop, which makes sense. As much as I hate how low certain items are with their chances to drop, I get it. They want our retention to be as high as it can be. I get it. It feels like I'm going god roll hunting in Destiny 1 though. Searching for that 5 out of 5, but the 5 out of 5 isn't looking for me. I'm not asking for items to drop like candy, but I'm just asking for a little bit of a boost without a form stabilizer. Or stabilizer form. I don't know. I really can't remember right now. My brain is mush. That's what happens when you stay up all night. Don't be like me. Alright, that's basically all I have to say about the drop chances of items. There are about 20 Descendants currently in the game as of recording this. Yeah, I see one almost every time I load up anything. I'm talking about people using Bunny every day, all day. I'm pretty sure they would sleep with a body pillow of Bunny. Sorry if that was a personal attack to you. But like, I genuinely don't see the appeal in using Bunny. You press LB and Y, LB and B. For what? To run around? That shit is more brain rot gameplay than farming kills and camos on shipment. Hardcore shipment, to be exact. And most of the time, the Bunny players that I run into doing that just die instantly, not helping the team whatsoever. The Sharons that I see people use literally do more and do better than those Bunny players I come across. It's almost like they're getting distracted by something while using Bunny. Guys, it's okay to like ass, but focus on the gameplay, please. We're trying to get loot here, come on, man. My final thoughts about the first Descendant is that it's a really good game, even with all of the personal gripes I have with the game, like the prices of caliber, seeing one Descendant, pretty much one Descendant all the time, and even the drop rates. I still like playing the first Descendant. Alright, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys stuck the whole way through, leave a like, and also subscribe. It helps me grow a lot. Thank you. And again, if you could use my supporter code, that would be much appreciated. Alright, see you guys in the next video.